there, Cassandra Bates here, fertility coach, and I want to talk to you today about going gluten-free for fertility. I'm telling you, I can't say that much. Going gluten-free for fertility. Apparently, 1 in every 133 people suffer from problems with gluten. This is an issue close to my heart as I suffer from it myself. In working with a client who could get pregnant but couldn't stay pregnant, I did a lot of research. And in this short video, I want to share with you what I found so that you can take steps to increase your fertility and have a happy outcome like I did. Firstly, let me just tell you what gluten is and where it's found, because there can be confusion about this. Gluten is the general name for the proteins found in wheat and other grains such as barley, rye, and spelt. It causes inflammation in the small intestines for some people, and this is called celiac disease. It is generally advised that those with celiac disease follow a gluten-free diet. There is no evidence that women with treated celiac disease have any higher chance of fertility problems. However, gluten can also cause discomfort in people who don't suffer from celiac disease, and this is termed non-celiac gluten insensitivity. But what if, like me, your celiac disease or intolerance to gluten is undiagnosed? What if you don't know you have it? A recent study in the US looked at 188 infertility patients and found that 5.9% had undiagnosed celiac disease. Now that's not very high, is it? But when you look at the fact that in that study, after they went gluten-free, they all got pregnant. Another scary fact is that clinical studies have shown that women with undiagnosed celiac disease have a high risk of miscarriage. In a study of women who had experienced several miscarriages and who were found to be gluten intolerant, half went on to conceive once they switched to a gluten-free diet. Therefore, there seems to be irrefutable evidence that basically switching to a gluten-free diet can increase your fertility and improve your chances of your pregnancy going to full term if you have a gluten intolerance or if you have celiac disease, but are not following a gluten-free diet currently. So it does make you think, could this be me? Especially if you suffer after eating wheat products. What we are talking about here are digestive problems when gluten is eaten, such as bloating, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, another tricky to say, headaches, itchy skin, and tiredness. But there's a bigger problem. You can have silent gluten intolerance, meaning you don't have any symptoms. It's a good idea to make sure by getting a blood test done, or what I recommend to my clients is to just go gluten-free. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. In fact, some babies have the gluten sensitivity that is discovered once they are born. So if your baby has this, you'll be doing them a favor by eliminating it while they're in your belly. So how does such an innocent food like wheat cause all these problems for us? Well, if you're intolerant or sensitive to it, eating wheat products not only causes inflammation in the gut, but in the whole body. This produces chemicals that tell the body that it isn't happy and now is not a good time to get pregnant. The inflammation also interferes with your body's ability to absorb and use the nutrients you're consuming, such as those proteins and fats, zinc, vitamin D, iron, and selenium that you need for conception. What's more, this inflammatory reaction causes antibodies that affect the way blood vessels form in the uterus and actually attack the placenta. Not a good thing. So if you're having problems conceiving or have had miscarriages and think you could be gluten intolerant, the best thing to do is switch to a gluten-free diet for 3 to 6 months before conception. Cut out wheat, flour, rye, and barley from breads, pastas, cereals. Be careful to read the labels of everything you eat, though, because wheat is in everything. From salad dressing to Worcester sauce, even soy sauce has wheat. To that end, watch out for soy. A lot of gluten-free products use soy. And this has been proven to be detrimental to male fertility, particularly because soy contains phytoestrogens that will throw off the man's hormone balance. Drinks you should avoid are beer and lager. Naturally gluten-free products are meat and fish, fruit and vegetables, rice, potatoes, and lentils. Nowadays, the shops are full of gluten-free alternatives, so enjoy experimenting to find products you like. Include your partner, because there's evidence that this diet also improves sperm health and production. Although there's no evidence that your fertility will improve on a gluten-free diet, if you don't have an intolerance to gluten, you should feel healthier and more energetic when you cut out the wheat products. So why not give it a try? All right, have a great day, and we'll be back soon. Take care.